in my clock, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols. Reaming my body, clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick, you need a tissue. You drop a body, I just might bless you. I'm metrosexual.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Wraith here, back with another video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be basically talking about how to become a smarter Fortnite player. Because for a lot of people, being intelligent and having a really high IQ in Fortnite is one of the hardest things, and it is very, very important to have, because being a smart Fortnite player is really, really important. Some people even argue that it's better than aim, or more important than building or editing or any of the sorts. I personally think aim is still the most important kind of thing to have in Fortnite, and then I'd say second would definitely be IQ and game sense, because it is very, very important to have. And you watch these top players play, they are extremely intelligent and they know exactly what to do in every single scenario. So if you're looking forward to this video, make sure you hit that like button, comment what you want to see for a future video. I'm always reading your guys' comments. Hit that subscribe button, use creator code WraithFN in the item shop, and let's get right into the video. So now what some people tend to not understand when it comes to game sense and game IQ is that it's not always about just literally like outthinking opponents in a fight. Like, there's so many different forms of game IQ and game sense that it's honestly like some people just don't honestly really understand it. So a good couple examples of good game sense or just good game IQ would be like position yourself during the fight, whether it's taking shots or building or taking high ground or low ground, or like making sure that you're not in a vulnerable spot. What edits to make when you're in a fight, like if you're making a good edit or you're making a bad edit so people know where you are and are going to kill you or shoot you. When to take fights, like if you're taking a fight when you're rotating, obviously not a very good thing to do, so like you got to know when to take fights, how to rotate properly, if you should build when you're rotating or just try and run and save mats. Like, there's so many different things that you can classify as game IQ that it's really, really difficult to kind of work on every single small thing that incorporates being an extremely smart player. But basically, like I said, I'm going to be giving you guys as many tips as possible to kind of help you guys do this. And the first tip, I guess you could say, is focus on improving one or two things at a time. Don't focus on how to rotate, when to edit on people, like 10 different things at the same time, because it's just going to get confusing to you. And trust me, you're just going to have to keep like thinking of different things, and you're just going to get overwhelmed and you're not going to be able to focus, right? Trust me, it's just super confusing when you start trying to work on too many things to practice. So what I recommend doing is focusing on one or two kind of game sense things that you should be practicing or should be focusing on. So let's say, for example, you want to work on basically when to rotate, or if you should be rotating early or late. Now, some of you guys might be like, okay, well, like, how do I actually go apart and do this? Like, how do I learn how to rotate early and late, or if I should rotate late? So the number one tip I'd say is watch pro players, like whoever it is, any pro player that streams, whether it's Zayt, Saf, Mongrel, Benji, Savage, Booga, Tifu, whoever it is, they're all very extremely intelligent players, and all you really have to do is just watch them and look when they rotate. Do they rotate early? How do they rotate when there's a person in front of them? How do they rotate if a person's behind them or underneath them? Like, just pay attention to them, maybe take down some notes and be like, okay, well, now I know I can do this, and try and actually do it. Which basically comes to my next tip is make sure once you figure out kind of what you want to practice. So like I said, if you want to practice doing this, or like rotating when to rotate, basically make sure that you're actually incorporating it in your gameplay. Like, make sure you actually pay attention and put it into your own gameplay. Because yeah, you can watch a tons of VODs and figure out how to actually do it, but if you're not actually incorporating it into your gameplay, well, then it's going to be very, very hard to actually improve, right? So like I said, something you can do just simple is watch one of these pro players on when they and how they rotate, and just simply put it into your own gameplay in the next 3 or 4 games, and then trust me, you will see slight improvement overall and over the long run for that specific thing, like I said, which would be when and how to rotate properly. If you're looking at, I don't know, for example, something like when to edit during fights and when not to take an edit, or even let's just say when should you take a fight and when should you not take a fight. Again, you go watch a pro player and you say, okay, so when does Booga take a fight? Or does he go for kills during these games? Or if he's going for positioning, like when does he take a fight? Does he shoot at someone, and if he damages them a lot, then he decides to push? Does he shoot at someone and not damage them so he doesn't push? Like what makes him go shoot someone? Or what makes him actually engage in a fight? Does he snipe someone? Or does he see him in a vulnerable position where he can get easy damage on? Like, what makes you go and go actually take a fight? So like I said, what I'd recommend doing is watching a VOD of pro players, writing down what they do, and again, same thing, try and incorporate it into your own gameplay. Once you do that, once you like actually go look through your own gameplay and start putting it into your own gameplay, trust me, you will see improvement. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend trying to work on like a ton of things at once. Like don't go and try and practice when to edit, when to take a fight, when to rotate, like when to build. Like it's just so many things, right? So don't overdo yourself and think of too many things at once, because like I said, you're just gonna panic. You're gonna be thinking too much when you're in a game, and you're just gonna be like, okay, well, like I'm panicking, like I'm not thinking properly, like blah blah blah, right? So just trust me, take it easy and try and work on one or two things at the same time. Now the last tip that I'm gonna give is be patient. Now some people think that game sense is just like you just automatically get it if you watch a couple VODs of pro players and try and mimic them, but that's not really true. If you look at the top players in the world, let's say for example Ghost Bizzle, he's been playing competitive games for probably around 6 to 7, maybe even a little bit more years now, right? So he knows when it is important to take a fight, because he's played games like these before. Not exactly Fortnite, same with Tfue. He's played PUBG, he's played games like that, so he knows when it's important to take a fight and when it's not important. Now, I'm not saying that like you have to have 10, 15 years or 5 years of game experience to actually like become a better player. That's not what I'm saying. All that I'm saying is that they have a little bit more of an advantage. So trust me, don't just like rush and try and become the smartest player in the world, because for most people that's not going to happen. Like there's going to be the odd people who are really intelligent who just understand the game, like people like Mongrel and Benji. They've played competitive games for a while now, but still it's super impressive how intelligent they are at the game. So just think about it and be like, hey, pros have been playing this game for so long and different games for so long, there's a reason as to why they're so smart. So like I can take a little bit of time too. Like you don't have to rush anything. But basically, so in total of this kind of, I guess you could say this video is, like I said, is pick one or two things that you think that you need to work on, whether it's when to fight, if you need to fight, or when to rotate. And then once you figure that stuff out, make sure that you put it into your own gameplay. That is the most important thing, is that when you are VOD reviewing or learning what to do, make sure that you actually learn it and put it into your own gameplay. Because if you're just learning it but not actually doing it, well, that's not helping anyone, now is it? So like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If it does help you guys out and if it allows you to become a little bit of a smarter player, let me know down in the comments, because I love helping you guys out as much as I possibly can. And like I said, this isn't going to make you become Mongrel like instantly, and it's not going to make you become the best player in the world instantaneously, obviously, because it does require a lot of time and, like I said, a lot of patience, but it will help you get to a smarter level. And if you keep doing this and you keep getting better, then trust me, you will start to see huge improvement in how smart you are and how often like you win fights or win games, because you're going to be doing the right things, which will allow you to win these games. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said at the start of the video, if you guys have any ideas for videos you guys want to watch or want me to make, let me know down in the comments, because I'm always reading you guys' comments so much to kind of see what you guys want, to see if I'm making the right videos and if you guys are still enjoying it, because the whole point of my channel is making it enjoyable for you guys, obviously, right? So just let me know if you want to see any specific videos and I will make it for you guys. So that's basically it for today's video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and use creator code WraithFN in the item shop. Have a good one, guys. Peace.